Natalia Bonner. Welcome back. I'm excited to be here today and share just a few machine quilting block video tutorials with you. So I have a brand new fun stitch along called the 9 Patchalong. It's nine patch quilt blocks that I am teaching you step by step how to quilt with continuous line designs and a whole bunch of other fun stuff, working a lot with my machine quilting rulers, the mini 4-in-1 and the mini inside out. We do have lots of details about this stitch along if you check out the information below. We also have it over on our blog and our website, peaceandquilt.com. But today I'm going to be stitching out 4 bonus blocks. What are these bonus blocks? So the panel that I'm using for this stitch along, it's actually this fun panel right here, down at the bottom of that panel. So there's the 9 patch blocks. Then across the bottom of the panel, there are 9 just single blocks. Fun blocks for you to practice your designs or just get creative, play around and stitch out more designs. So today I'm going to be sharing how I quilted 4 of those block designs, and I love them. They turned out so cute. Now, we would love to have you join this 9 patch along. Like I said, check out all the details below. In the meantime though, let's get stitching. I'll start out this block design by stitching in the ditch all the way around the outside of the block. Once I've stitched in the ditch, now I'm going to move in about 1/4 of an inch and start stitching those wavy lines. I'll stitch from the top down towards the bottom of the block, that wiggly line. Once I get about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom, I'll adjust, rotate, and stitch across the bottom. I'll repeat this process working all the way around until I'm about 1/4 of an inch from the side of my block or my previous stitch line. Each time when I get to that point, I'll adjust, stitch the opposite direction in a wavy line, repeating that process until I've stitched all the way to the center. I'll finish off this simple design by stitching a small wavy line right into my previous line. This next block number 2, is kind of a fun, really more like an improv style machine quilting block. So as you can see here, I started out by stitching in the ditch all the way around the outside of the block. Then from there, on the side of the block, I began stitching by stitching an angular line towards the center and then back to that side. From there, now I'm going to go into just randomly stitching those angular lines and kind of filling in the new little shapes that I've created with those straight lines. So really what I want you to do here today, maybe be inspired by this block or have a lot of fun. Just play around with your machine quilting rulers and those straight lines. Just start stitching. The more you do this, the more you play around and randomly stitch with these rulers, move the ruler into new places and new angles, the more comfortable you really will become with your machine quilting. As you can see, I kind of stitch as though I'm kind of creating like a little circle with some echoes around it, but I started with my echoes and worked into the center. No rhyme or reason to it. Let's stitch a feather. I'll start out on the outside of my block by stitching the ditch all the way around the outside. Once I've done that, now I'm going to stitch kind of a bump into the center. When I get to the center, now I'm going to stitch a swirl, swirling into the center and then back out. When I get to the outside, now I'm going to stitch a fun, playful feather all the way around the outside of that center swirl. So this is a totally fun, totally playful feather. It's not perfect, and I'm okay with it because overall, it's just fun. And one last little block for today, and then I really do hope that I will see each and every one of you in my 9 patch along. I'm so excited. I'll start out this design by stitching an angular line right through the center of my block, point to point. Once I've stitched that, then I'm going to travel up my ditch and complete an X through the center of the block. From there, in that lower corner, I'm going to start out and stitch some bump back feathers, starting in the bottom of the corner and working my way all the way up to the top. So starting small and getting larger as I work my way to the center. From there, now I'm actually going to travel to the center of the next feather design, and I'm going to stitch a fun feather variation. So this time I'll start in the center with one large feather and then stitch bump back feathers on both sides of that feather design. Once I've filled in that triangle with those designs, I'm just going to keep having fun with these feathers. So I'll continue working my way now into the next feather. So you'll notice here, because I am stitching all different directions and little fills into those feathers, like here you can see with those bump backs, every other feather, I am adding just a simple little spine up the center. Practice feathers like this. The more you stitch designs like this out, the better your machine quilting overall will become. From there, I'm going to travel down to the bottom center triangle on my block. And I'm going to again start out stitching a large center feather and then adding feathers to the outside. I'm going to fill in every other one. So starting in the center and then alternating from there, filling every other one in with a small feather on the inside, kind of just a little loop on the inside. And there you have it, 4 more adorable quilt block designs. I hope you all found just a little bit of inspiration from these, and like I said, don't forget to check out our brand new Stitch Along, the 9 Patchalong, that starts September 1st. And if you are seeing this after that, you can always come and join along at any time. Have a great day, everybody.